Hi. So I just want to give you guys some advice here. Season has come around. We've played for a bit. And for a very long time, I've said lethal tempo is now equal to PTA. However, with the new season and the things that have changed, I would say that it's not once again. The reason for that is because, as I said before, that snowballing has gone slightly up. We know the durability update hit and everything, and then they nerfed PTA. And then at that point, at the very end of like this season that was, I said they're about equal. But right now, I've changed my opinions on that. And I do think that most of the time, even if you're playing with Lulu, Yumi, whoever it may be, PTA is going to be great. This is sad news, of course, because Lethal Tempo is still a very fun rune, and it can be good still, but you're going to lose so much early pressure, and that matters a lot in this game right now. Just being able to contest and fight and do certain things at certain points, and just like the general lane dominance that you can achieve in comparison to Lethal Tempo, it just makes PTA excel right now in comparison to Lethal Tempo. So if you are playing and you currently feel like you're not doing that much damage, and you're playing Lethal Tempo, I recommend you to just try and swap to PTA. Try that out for a bit. Sudden Impact is a must if you're going damage. Eyeball Collection is completely fine. Runes is whatever you want. You can swap the HP for armor. And Alacrity and Coup de Grace you can swap with Cut Down. In difference to what MF the Best suggests. As for builds, a few I've tried so far I think are very, very fine. You have the options like Blade the Rune King into Terminus, right? And then you can go Hurricane or whatever, maybe even Kraken. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Kraken, okay? I'm not really saying you should build that. I would much rather like to see something like this, and then you follow up with situational items. Your damage might be lower at this point with this item, which is why you might be considering to just go full crit, which in turn will just benefit you a lot more with PTA, I think, as well. So the item build as follows for that, which I think is pretty fun and kind of interesting to play, is BF Sword into Hurricane, into Infinity Edge, then situational Bloodthirster or Blood Domes. You can obviously also take Mortal Reminder if you need that. And then collect this very nice item too to take. It's been buffed. I think it's going to get nerfed again though. It doesn't really matter. You can have Bork. You can swap it around. Just try different things. But the base components and the base of the early game is what it is. But the entire point of this video and everything here is just that PTA makes such a big difference now. I really hope they do something about it. I would like to see Lethal Tempo. I would like to feel like Lethal Tempo is slightly more viable now. Slightly more viable than it is now. I'm not going to drag this video much longer than this though. I think 3 minutes is a good mark to hit. So yeah, that is my message for this video here. And I hope you guys try this out. And I'm sorry to those that are disappointed. But again, even if you're playing with Lulu or Yumi or whoever it may be, I think PTA is just the way to go. And it's sad. But it's just too much positives with PTA right now in comparison to Lethal Tempo. And I hope to see some balance adjustments to this in the near future. And see Lethal Tempo being played a lot more again. I just genuinely think that seeing spacing champions and Lethal Tempo and attack speed being promoted is a nice thing. And I kind of do see Riot going in that direction when they added Terminus and stuff. So I have high hopes that in the near future we might be seeing some changes that will sway Lethal Tempo over, or at least make it equal again to PTA. But for now, if you really want to min-max, I do think PTA is the way to go. So, I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. I'm just here to tell you guys the sad news and bad news and everything like that. But other than that, I hope you guys continue to have a good morning, not whichever one fishy like that. Yeah, take care. Peace.